and Now biscuits.
Two men sentenced for murder by the National Court. PNG needs more monitoring on illegal logging. And Malaysia ready to help treat kidney patients in PNG.
A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Louis Maingo. Thank you for joining us. In a ruling at the Waigani National Court of Justice, Andrew Isau and Philip Minor was sentenced to 21 years in hard labor for their involvement in the murder of Stephen Apini.
The court's decision follows a trial that revealed disturbing details surrounding the crime, which occurred when Apini and his family were ambushed by a group of drunken men demanding money on a road in Okofo Village, Kairuku District in Central Province. On April 16, 2024, Philip Isau Minor pleaded guilty to the charge, while Andrew Kola Isau denied it. However, the court found Isau guilty, implicating him under Section 7 of the Criminal Code for enabling the commission of the murder by demanding money from the driver, which prevented them from fleeing. The incident escalated when Minor, after calling for his accomplices to clear the area, fired a shot from a firearm that tragically struck Stephen Apini in the chest, leading to his death shortly after being transported to St. Gerard Hospital. Judge Salika noted the aggravating factors, including the use of a firearm, the ambush nature of the attack, and the unnecessary loss of life. He emphasized the need for accountability, stating, "You took the life of a person who did not deserve to die." Both defendants received a 25-year sentence, with 4 years deducted from time being served in custody. Consequently, each will serve a balance of 21 years, with no part of the sentence suspended. James Guka, National EMTV News.
Alluding to existing agreements between PNG and partners to boost national security along PNG borders, Act Now PNG campaign manager Eddie Tanago recommends the PNG government to consider similar monitoring on illegal logging activities.
With about 3.1 million cubic meters of tropical wood exported primarily to China, according to 2017 reports, Papua New Guinea became in recent years the world's largest exporter of tropical wood, exceeding Malaysia. This was aided through a legal mechanism called the Special Agriculture and Business Leases. According to a government commission of inquiry, most SAB leases lack informed consent of the local people and involve fraud, misconduct, and incompetence. In a call to addressing this, Mr. Tanago makes this recommendation.
I understand there is a current or an existing cooperation between the U.S. government and Papua New Guinea to protect the waters of Papua New Guinea. One appeal I would like to also ask the government and those donor partners is to extend similar deals, and give the okay to, these partners and the U.S. Coast Guard who are working together with our maritime authorities, if they can also check logging ships.
While acknowledging that PNG ought to be on guard for drug smuggling and illegal fishing activities, he highlighted that illegal logging is also a national security threat.
Because logging operations happen in very, very remote parts of the country where there is very, very less, or even zero monitoring as well too, or policing as well too. And it is really a huge threat to our national security. So this is an ask and a plea to those in authority if they could include those kind of arrangements as well too, so that one is not only talking about drug here, but the issue of illegal logging as well too is here. How, whether these people are coming in with proper work permits or not. So there's a lot of issues all in one if they could work together in trying to tackle not only the issue of drug, but the issue of illegal logging, issue of unlicensed workers.
The Bank of Papua New Guinea expects a 3% growth in 2024, driven by the mineral sector, construction, and higher prices for some agricultural exports. However, PNG has also noted that the business environment in PNG has been experiencing difficulties.
Governor of the Bank of PNG, Elizabeth Genia, during a presentation of the monetary policy statement yesterday, acknowledged the challenges businesses in PNG are facing.
The bank's business sentiment survey conducted in July 2024 suggests that firms are operating in a very high-cost environment, which is adversely impacting on their operations. Prices are expected to remain high, while efforts are being made to source cheaper alternatives to manage costs and increase revenue and profit margins.
Business environment has been difficult because of foreign exchange shortages, inflation, commodity prices, and drought. Ms. Genia said the bank does not underestimate the challenges businesses are facing and the pressure they are currently under.
It has been a very difficult year, and we are expecting further improvement in the second half, driven by the high activity in construction, agriculture, wholesale and retail, finance and insurance, and mining sectors.
She said the challenges people and businesses are facing are not unique to PNG. They are made more difficult by the domestic barriers to business, including excessive red tape and poor infrastructures. Ms. Genia said the policy adjustments they have been making at the Bank of PNG with respect to the exchange rate, improving the effectiveness of monetary policy transmission, and the recent legislative changes are all part of the reform process, setting the foundation for sustainable and inclusive economic growth for the future.
We are in a period of change, transformational change, and our focus is on ensuring these reforms are implemented properly so that your businesses can access foreign currency on demand, inflation remains well controlled, and long-term prosperity is within reach for all Papua New Guineans.
According to a rural household survey conducted by the International Food Policy Research Institute between May and December of 2023, found that an important share of rural households in PNG face food insecurity.
Food security is when all people at all times have physical and economic access to sufficient, safe and nutritious food for an active and healthy life. It was revealed that an estimated calorie intake reported by surveyed households found that only 45% of households consume a daily calorie amount that meets the recommended calorie threshold for a lightly active individual. 35% of the survey sample meets the recommended calorie intake for a moderately active individual. The survey went on to highlight also a lack of protein intake in rural households. It was highlighted that over half of the food consumed in the sample households is own-produced, signifying the importance of subsistence agriculture in the rural areas. However, agriculture production data suggests that the households grow a limited variety of foods, hence the results indicated. The researchers suggest that the survey findings indicate that a greater focus could be placed on educating both men and women on the importance of a nutritious diet for better health outcomes. It was noted that the household survey analysis suggests that there remains a significant food nutrition security challenge in PNG. Esther Gane, National EMTV News.
The people of Sialum local level government in the Tawai CRC district of Morobe province have finally taken a stance against the ongoing fighting and killings in the area. A peace agreement was reached and signed by 22 community leaders from the LLG at the Kanome station over the weekend.
The conflict-infested area of Sialum marked a significant occasion over the weekend when a peace agreement was signed to cease fighting and welcome the flow of government services such as policing. A total of 22 leaders, each representing their people from the 4 zones of the Sialum LLG, signed the peace agreement. Nomu councillor from one of the 4 divisions, while thanking the provincial government for taking the initiative, urged the community to take ownership of their faults and start working to be the change they want to see.
And one blah occasion where like changing mindset blow you me. Long this Governor, thank you too much. You come to straight in Sialum. Last talk blow me emotion. Change shall come long disaster. And me no same change in mind. Now you come as a human being. Now you come long new plating thing. Me appeal on you Sialum too. Long dedua jiwe no more amuen. You know what you mean to governor by alrighting you me. You yet alrighting you, then the people will know what you're going to do in this land. I'm straight, huh? Now yet you change. Go on talking about man Mary. You change today, then we see the miracle.
The initiative has come about following a 100,000 kina commitment made by the provincial government 2 months ago when the fighting in the area heightened. After back and forth peace talks and facilitation by local leaders and mediators between the warring factions had enabled this peace process to take place. Governor Luther Wenge commended the community for agreeing to peace and assured support from his office. The occasion was witnessed by delegates from the provincial government, police, Northern Mobile Group and the general Sialum community in Kanome where the LLG headquarters is located. Jessica Nui, MTV News, Leh.
National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Start your day the smart way with the new Smart Start Breakfast Biscuit. Whether you are busy or on a budget, Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits gives you a healthy and affordable breakfast to set you up for school or play. Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits are fortified with essential vitamins for body or brain health. They contain vitamin A for healthy growth and development, vitamin B6 for healthy metabolism, immune system and brain development, and vitamin B12 for nerve and cell health. Proudly made by Paradise Foods.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
Building something new to see a different point of
Mipla Halivim Wari belong you.
Join the Abel's Mega Lucky Draw 2024 today. To drive one of 2 brand new Suzuki Espresso Mini SUV, 2 winners of 5,000 kina cash, and 2 winners of brand new desktop computers. To join the raffle, just spend 200 kina worth of any desktop computers and accessories, printing supplies, small clients, and many more. Grand draw is on December 30th, 2024. So hurry, visit your nearest Able stores to miss out. Join Able's Mega Lucky Draw now.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Community
want to watch.
You're watching National EMTV News. High Commissioner of Malaysia, His Excellency Amizan bin Hashim, said Malaysia is ready to provide assistance in treating the kidney patients in PNG. This was said today during his visit to the PNG Kidney Foundation Dialysis Center in Port Moresby.
His Excellency Hamizan Hashim said Malaysia is ready to assist PNG in treating patients with kidney failure.
You mentioned we stand ready, to extend our technical assistance, to train some of the nurses and also the doctor to have training in Malaysia, to improve further the knowledge, the technique, and also the expertise in dealing with kidney patients.
He mentioned that the PNG Kidney Foundation at Kennedy Estate in 7 Mile is of high standard, and so the PNG government should take this as an example.
In the lab that you have over here, I think the center that you have set up here is nothing short than the quality that we have in Malaysia. In fact, this could be an eye-opener, for the PNG to take this center as one of the good sample or good model where the health facilities can always be improved in PNG. And of course, they also open an opportunity, for further collaboration between your center as well as the government hospital or the health sector.
Meanwhile, the kidney specialist at Kidney Foundation Dialysis Center said they are fortunate to have the Malaysia High Commission visiting the Kidney Foundation.
It's important to have such visits because in terms of training and funding, some of these groups or government entities from other countries, they bring in the support that we need. And if we have challenges, they will also be easy because in their country, such services, dialysis and transplant and kidney problem, they manage a lot of it. And their government is heavily involved and they have links and connections that they can also help us develop our service.
Esther Gane, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, with the use of hemodialysis since 2013, PNG Kidney Foundation has treated over 500 kidney patients. This was announced by the kidney specialist, Dr. Steven Bogosia.
Dr. Steven Bogosia shared the experience before the hemodialysis service.
Years, the kidney services at POMGEN has started providing for a hemodialysis service, but that wasn't the case back in 2013 coming into 14. We were struggling, and many doctors, physicians like me, we would always have to send our patients home because there was a lack of such service as hemodialysis. And when we sent them home, we usually asked them if they had money. If they had money to go abroad, we would help them to go abroad because we would find a place. But those who did not have the finance to, pay for the treatment abroad, that was the end of the line. Many of them went home. If they had money in their accounts, they had to go remove it. They had to talk to family and plan everything for the time they will pass away.
He said since Kidney Foundation came into PNG, it has helped many kidney patients.
13 going 14, when PNG Kidney Foundation came over, they, with the help of Sir Martin, helped to establish the first hemodialysis center actually in the country in a government-based setting. So the initial setup was under Ward 7 in Promotional General Hospital, where they provided hemodialysis services to patients at POMGEN. And that in itself started to change what was happening to our patients. We were sending them home to die, but now with the kidney service slowly being developed in the hospital back in 2014, that helped many patients to stay alive from that point on.
He said they are planning to open further centers across the country to treat people with kidney failure.
Now, PNG Kidney Foundation has grown from initially 2 machines back in 2014 to now almost 13 machines in the biggest center they have now at Kennedy. And they are planning on opening further centers, which they have already done one in Mendi, and they're looking at another center in Tabubil and one more in Port Moresby, which they will open up so that it will go to help more of our people who are living with the condition of kidney failure.
He confirmed that they have treated beyond 500 patients.
The number of patients was seen over the years from back when we started. We started with 7 patients. Now we've gone beyond 500. We have many patients, and there are more coming in. And POMGEN itself is planning to build another bigger center. And I think many of you who are dialyzing out of the POMGEN center itself now will notice the new setup in Ward 1D on the ground floor.
Esther Gane, National EMTV News.
Minister for Police and Internal Security and Regional Member for Bougainville, Peter Chiamalili Jr., presented a check of 1 million kina to President of the Autonomous Bougainville Government, Ismail Toroama, and the Bougainville Partnership to boost Bougainville's participation in the Pacific Australia Labour Mobility Scheme.
Bougainville's participation in the Pacific Australia Labour Mobility Scheme is supported by the Australian government in conjunction with the Autonomous Bougainville Government, the PNG Labour Mobility Unit, and the Bougainville Regional Member, Minister Chiamalili Jr. So far, 85 Bougainvillians have travelled to Australia for seasonal and long-term employment through the PALM scheme. Minister Chiamalili Jr., when presenting the check, said the economic impact of this initiative has been extraordinary. Many participants have used their earnings to build homes, launch businesses, and invest in agricultural projects, including cocoa nurseries and buying dry-bins. President Ismail Toroama also acknowledged the labor mobility, stating that the program not only provides financial opportunities, but also empowers Bougainvillians to gain valuable experiences that will benefit them and their communities for years to come.
A feature event for the National Canoe and Kundu Festival that will be hosted in Alotau is the launch of Sialum documentary movie and book, Saltwater and Spear Tips. The movie is set to premiere on the 2nd of November 2024.
The Sialum movie documents the epic 2016 to 2017 voyage of explorer Thor Jensen from Denmark and 3 Milling Bay sailors, Sana Colley, Jonathan John, and Job Saye. The party sailed for more than a year to circumnavigate the entire PNG Indonesia island, covering 6,300 kilometers, starting and finishing at Tawali, making it the world's first circumnavigation of the island of New Guinea. Jensen said the amazing film is to promote PNG to a foreign audience, generating interest for tourists. The documentary movie will premiere on the second day of the festival in Alotau that's set for the 1st to the 3rd of November. Claire Mauta, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the Nesfund market report. The kina closed lower at $0.2547 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2472, 0.3629 Australian dollars, 0.2175 euro, and 36.26 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading lower, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed lower, copra closed higher, palm oil closed lower, crude oil is trading higher, and copper closed higher. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading lower, and the All Ordinaries is trading lower. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living it day, know the time came. I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
For generations, our families have enjoyed the fresh taste of Besta from our very own waters. Healthy, tasty, and made by our people for our people. Besta continues to be the pride of PNG. Make sure that all the goodness from our oceans remains in our hands. Besta, PNG's premier household brand.
Join me weekly at 7 p.m. at night on House and Home as we talk about pet care, health and fitness, home improvement ideas, feature stories, pick a book, How Talk Mom, and everything to do with home and lifestyle. That's House and Home, 7 p.m. Tuesday nights on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. Moving to overseas news now. General practitioners shows doctors are spending longer with patients but are worried about their financial viability as more patients either delay or avoid making appointments.
The Peak Body's annual survey of 3,000 doctors shows most Australians are able to see a GP for urgent care within 24 hours, but affordability has become a huge deterrent. The Royal Australian College of GPs found 37% of doctors are charging more than $90 for a 20-minute appointment, and the effect of this is evident with the number of people delaying or simply not seeing a GP doubling in 12 months, with people aged between 25 and 34 the most likely to avoid care for financial reasons. And the ABC is aware of patients who have shared medications with family members to save another visit to the GP, or parents who have sacrificed their own care so they could afford to send their child to the doctor instead. The survey also found that around 8 in 10 practice owners are now worried about the viability of their clinic, and around 30% of doctors want to stop practicing in the next 5 years. The college says that doctors have had no choice but to lift their prices due to the fact that Medicare rebates haven't kept up with the pace of inflation. It's now calling for a 20% increase to rebates for appointments that are longer than 20 minutes, which are commonly used to manage complex chronic conditions as well as mental health. The Health Minister, Mark Butler, has responded to the findings. He says the government isn't currently in a budget process and therefore cannot make any commitments, but he says the government will continue to work hard to strengthen Medicare.
Hundreds of Australians have arrived back home after the first repatriation flight from Lebanon Island in Sydney last night.
There are emotional scenes here at Sydney International Terminal with lots of hugging, crying and cheering from the small crowd that had gathered here. There was both a sense of anxiety and also relief. Family members had watched on what's happened in Lebanon in recent weeks, and they said they couldn't quite breathe that sigh of relief until that first flight touched down at around 7:30 last night. Now, that flight departed from Larnaca in Cyprus, and it had around 350 people on board, and passengers we spoke to said that they were really grateful to the federal government for helping them leave Lebanon. They said it was really tense there on the ground and loads of commercial flights have been cancelled in recent days, and that they were really grateful to be back on home soil. Now, look, some people have been living in Lebanon, but others had gone over there on holidays, and unfortunately the timing wasn't that lucky. Here's what some passengers had to say.
The Australian government done for us, no one in the world will do. The best. I was in resort in holiday, and I'm really proud, honest to God, I'm proud to be from this country.
Our rooms have been bombed, no more neighbors, no more... Can you just imagine it for a second? And I never knew the importance of having this passport until today.
The U.S. state of Florida has ordered mass evacuations as Hurricane Milton takes aim at the Gold Coast.
Milton has strengthened into a Category 5 storm, but it is likely to weaken by the time it makes landfall on Wednesday. It's currently predicted to hit near the Tampa Bay metropolitan area, which is home to 3 million people. Residents along the coast are boarding up homes and businesses as others head to safer ground. Vice President Kamala Harris has urged people to listen to evacuation orders.
The Australian Security Leaders Climate Group said the federal government needed to be better prepared for the risks of climate change to help protect communities and rebuild them after disasters.
Academics, business leaders and politicians are gathering here today for Tanya Plibersek's Nature Positive Summit. She announced this 2 years ago as she signed Australia up to the Kunming-Montreal Biodiversity Framework, which is meant to bring humanity into harmony with nature by 2050. Inside, the experts are discussing how to do that. But outside here, environmentalists are already protesting the environmental record.
It makes an absolute mockery of saying that we're protecting our environment, that we're nature positive, when by far the biggest threat to the environment, which is climate change, is being made worse by this government. They came into power promising that they would do something about climate change, and we're going in the opposite direction.
Well, we got the Minister for Environment in here, Tanya Plibersek. Is not even looking into the water trigger thing. She's in here talking good things about up in the north, while they're up there fracking right now. If this would have been a rich, like non-indigenous property, she would have hauled that up and looked into a water trigger, or she would have just freeze it. But because we're just another black fella, so she thinks that she can just go ahead with it.
What do you make of the idea of a nature positive conference being held by this government?
I think approving coal and gas mines is nature negative.
When it comes to those coal mine approvals, the government says it's just applying the law as it exists now, and it considers each application on a case-by-case basis. When it comes to the emissions from those mines, it says those will be considered under the country's climate laws.
National MTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
The hunt is on with Gold Nuggets Gold Rush.
Open any Gold Nuggets flavor and look inside for a golden ticket. There is 100 kina, 200 kina, 500 kina, and 1,000 kina to be won instantly. And a total of 95,000 kina cash to be won nationwide. If you find a golden ticket, congratulations, you're a winner. Promotion ends on the 30th of November 2024. Contact Paradise Foods Limited on Facebook or call us on 732-11217.
Terms and conditions apply.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plan. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
For generations, our families have enjoyed the fresh taste of Besta from our very own waters. Healthy, tasty, and made by our people for our people. Besta
Better coverage and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Hi, my name is Bao Waiko, and welcome to this exciting journey into the world of cocoa farming. In this series of Skills TV, we're going to embark on an adventure exploring the world of cocoa production. Join us as we unlock the potential of cocoa farming for a more brighter and sustainable Papua New Guinea.
Coming soon, right here on your number one to watch, MTV.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. The Premier Soccer League heads into its final rounds of intense competition.
In an interview with Trukai Sports, PNG Football Association Premier Soccer League Competitions Manager Paul Isorua said the competition is in its highest peak with teams fighting for the top spots.
We're actually heading towards the end of the competition with 2 more rounds to go. So it is a very crucial moment for all the teams to do their best for the run to the finish. Currently on the points table, we have Ekaro United FC leading on top. They have a clear lead, so definitely they should be able to secure the minor premiers within 2 weeks.
He further stated that the challenge is on for the second spot.
There is a lot of competition for the second place, and it's between clubs Gulf Comoro FC, Port Moresby Strikers, and United Highlands FC. It will be a tussle to go for the second spot.
He said that the teams are doing really well in the competition.
The intensity of the matches is has greatly improved. The players are individually have improved on their performance. So has the team performance.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
PNG's beach soccer national team is gearing up with the preparations leading up to the OFC Beach Soccer Men's Nations Cup to be held in Honiara in Solomon Islands this month.
Speaking to Trukai Sports, Papua New Guinea's Football Association Beach Futsal Development Officer, Tonga Esira, said the beach soccer national team's preparations are going well. With minor challenges at hand, Esira said the team needed match fitness and would like to have friendly matches in Solomon Islands. However, due to timing, they cannot as the team will be traveling on the 19th and the tournament kicks off on the 22nd. As discussed with Solomon Islands Beach Soccer Development Officer Dixon Kadau, they had planned for 3 friendly matches, but sadly won't happen due to the change of travel scheduled. Despite that, Esira said the team is in training on Fisherman Island and they are all prepared and looking forward to the OFC Beach Soccer Men's Nations Cup. Claire Mauta, Trukai Sports.
Papua New Guinea Football Association Beach Futsal Development Officer Tonga Esira conducted a beach futsal workshop in the autonomous region of Bougainville.
Speaking to Trukai Sports today, Esira conducted the AROB workshop based on futsal's basic laws of the game. The workshop was a week long with 3 days in Buka and 3 days in Arawa. He conducted theory and practical sessions in Buka and Arawa, which saw over 30 participants of players, coaches, referees and teachers from primary and high schools. In Buka, there were 27 participants, 7 coaches, 10 referees and 10 teachers from Hutena Secondary School, Sitaloto constituency schools from Malasang all the way to Hamatana. In Arawa, there were 17 participants and teachers from Arawa Secondary School and 3 primary schools who attended. Meanwhile, before departing, Esira traveled to Eye Island and conducted a soccer awareness on beach soccer to scope work on the beach and how to identify which beach area they should run their beach soccer competition. Esira said so far Eye Island, Nisen and Arawa are interested in running beach soccer. Claire Mauta, Trukai Sports.
The NCD Football Association is aiming to create a pathway for the upcoming talents to build a career in football.
Having 12 clubs with almost 2,000 youths participating in the tournament, NCDFA technical official John Forowa gave insights of the competition.
We have decided to have basically youth development, our pathways development purpose in football. And that is why our A-League teams, the senior teams, must have under 15 to under 23. So it's a pathway for the players to come up and play in the bigger league and maybe go on to an NSL or NPL.
He further elaborated on the plans moving forward.
Join this competition, the way forward is looking at the bigger league that is now taking part, like the National Premier League. And now with the introduction of under NSL under 17, both boys and girls. And now it's taking part down at the Sejongwa Stadium. This is a pathway for the kids, for both girls and boys. And shortly, I think we should have the NSL women competition coming up.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Get ready for the biggest Gala League and Win promotion ever! Gala is sharing the love with even more prizes and more winners nationwide. All worth a whopping 300,000 kina! Prizes up for grabs include iPhone 15s, Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultras, electric scooters, DJI drone, and the list goes on. Buy your favorite Gala Stick ice cream, check the stick for a winning prize, and if you're lucky, call 73211-217 to claim your prize. Promo ends Friday, 8 November 2024. Terms and conditions apply.
Join the Abel's Mega Lucky Draw 2024 today. Get a chance to drive one of 2 brand new Suzuki Espresso Mini SUV, 2 winners of 5,000 Kina cash, and 2 winners of brand new desktop computers. To join the raffle, just spend 200 Kina worth of any Able laptops, desktop computers and accessories, printing supplies, small appliance, and many more. Grand draw is on December 30th, 2024. So hurry, visit your nearest Able stores or call the numbers on your screen to know more details. Don't miss out. Join Abel's Mega Lucky Draw now.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 Kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 Kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
The question is, why haven't wages, why hasn't household income not risen in line with the cost of living?
We try to make sure that the prices that business houses charges are not over and above.
It's equipment, you can put it on a ship, on a building.
We all know that right across the country, there's extensive blackouts.
Drastic environmental damage that will start to occur even before the development commences.
Presenting in-depth commentaries, interviews and discussions of the major current affairs issues, both domestically and internationally. Issues ranging across politics, bureaucracy, the environment and economics, as well as health, social and cultural issues.
That's on Monday night, right here on your #1 to watch, MTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. Now moving to overseas sports. The AFL season may be over, but the try period has just begun. They've seen quite a bit of players' movement already.
The first player to make their move to a different club was Alex Neil-Bullen. The Melbourne Premiership player has made his way to the Adelaide Crows in exchange for pick number 28 in the draft. As expected, Jack Darling has left West Coast to add some experience to the North Melbourne forward line. And yesterday, Levi Casbolt announced his retirement from footy after 198 games. Trade continues today. There's going to be a lot of talk around Dan Houston for the remainder, with a couple of Melbourne clubs circling for his services.
Big names have been left out of the Australian men's and women's squad for the Rugby League Pacific Championships later this month.
James Tedesco has been dropped as captain just months after he lost the captaincy for the Blues State of Origin side. Neither of the Origin skippers in Daly Cherry Evans and Jake Trbojevic were picked in the side, and neither was Kalen Ponga. There was 8 debutants named in the squad who first played Tonga on Friday week. As for the Gillaroos, the big shock was Olivia Koenig being dropped. That's after she won the NRLW Dally M medal and also was part of the NRL Premiership team on Sunday.
England have narrowly won the World T20 Cup against South Africa.
South Africa notched up 124 from their 20 overs. Laura Woolvart top scoring for the Proteas with 42 runs off 39 balls. Sophie Ellingston took 2 for 15 on her way to player of the match, but the game went down to the wire as England reached their target with just 4 balls remaining.
And that ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
We are your total advertising provider. We are your trusted classifieds provider in PNG, providing print directory services to our customers since the inception of Telecom PNG in this country. Our customers are our assets. To give more value to our customers, we are now introducing the online classifieds, which covers both yellow and white pages. Get your business online now. It provides easy, accessible, and convenient service to all your customers. For all your advertising needs, call 325-8344 or email sales@yellowpages.com.pg. Yellow Pages, your total advertising provider for all your advertising needs.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Come with us as we show you how to grow vanilla. In this episode, we take a look at vanilla bean care, vanilla block maintenance, and lastly, the application of organic and chemical sprays.
7:30 p.m. Sunday. Right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You need holy man to walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With Money Plus, we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The weather report for the next 24 hours. In southern region, Port Moresby City, partly cloudy with possible showers and thunderstorm. Daru, periods of rain, showers and possible thunderstorm. Kerema, cloudy periods with brief showers in the evening. Alotau, cloudy with periods of rain, showers and possible thunderstorm. And Popondetta, cloudy, then few evening rain showers. In the Momase region, Lae City, cloudy, then brief evening showers and possible thunderstorms. Medeng, sunny to mostly fine. Wewak, mostly sunny and chances of brief showers in the evening. In Vanimo, sunny to partly cloudy. In the New Guinea Island region, Lorengau, partly cloudy with some rain and possible thunderstorm in the afternoon. Kavieng, cloudy with periods of rain and possible thunderstorm. Kokopo and Rabaul, mostly cloudy with some rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Kimbe, mostly cloudy with some rain showers and possible thunderstorm. And Buka, cloudy with few rain showers. In the islands region, Mount Again City partly sunny with evening rain showers. Goroka, Bans and Kundiawa, cloudy with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, cloudy periods with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. The small ship focused waters of southern PNG and Indonesian border to Daru to KY Islands, to Kerema to Yule Island, to Hood Point to Samarai Islands, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Samarai Island to Cape Vogel and all Milne Bay Islands, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of Cape Vogel to Wuon Gulf to Finsufen, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Finsafen through Vitia Strait to CRC and Long Island to Manam and Karkar Islands, seas 1.5 to 2.5 meters. Waters of Medang to Wewak to Vanimo and Northern PNG and Indonesian border, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of New Ireland to East New Britain to Bougainville, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. And waters of West New Britain, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Our ocean-focused Coral Sea seas rough east to southeast winds of 20 to 33 knots. Solomon Sea seas smooth to slight northeast to southeast winds of 5 to 50 knots. Bismarck Sea seas slight to moderate east to southeast winds of 10 to 20 knots. And Pacific Ocean seas smooth southeast to northeast winds of 5 to 10 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Tuesday, the 8th of October 2024. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
It's Smile o'clock. It's Smile o'clock. Gotta brush our teeth. Time o'clock.